So the last video that we ran was about Brachiosaurus. So Brachiosaurus is one of those big sauropod dinosaurs that lived back in the Mesozoic. So we've been talking about specific dinosaurs, but I think one of the important things that we need to address fairly soon, and I'm going to do it tonight, is to talk about dinosaurs in general. So the topic of this little video is, what were the dinosaurs? So if we haven't met, I'm Gerald Davey. I am the Dino Man and I head up the Dino Zone. The Dino Zone, Dinosaur Park and Geo Center. So not only do we focus on dinosaurs, but we also focus on geology and mineralogy and geomorphology and all those wonderful things. We've actually got a sister website called Rock and Sky. So that's an outreach to the schools and school teachers to try and bring the landscapes and the geology to life. But that's another story. Let's focus on dinosaurs. But those things are very, very interrelated. Okay, so seeing that you're here, please like, please share, and please subscribe. It would be rude not to. Okay, so what were the dinosaurs? Well, the dinosaurs lived during what is known as the Mesozoic. So that started about 252 million years ago, and it ended with the extinction of the dinosaurs 66 million years ago. We've got birds out there singing, you might be able to hear them, and that reminds me of the fact that the non-avian dinosaurs went extinct, and birds went through that extinction event, and we have those, as we all know, living with us today. So I've been doing some traveling today. I'm back home. I'm sitting in my studio. It's the evening. Not much to do on a Tuesday night. We could be watching a movie or doing something, but I thought I'd make this little video, seeing I missed last Saturday's post. So apologies to all of you if you were looking out for that. We just couldn't get to it. We've been so busy with the consulting work and field work and so much going on. Anyway, let's get these movies going, the dinosaur movies going, and try and keep this ball rolling. So as we've already mentioned, the dinosaurs lived in the Mesozoic. So that comprises the Triassic, the Jurassic, and the Cretaceous. Mesozoic means middle life, and as we've already mentioned, that ran from 251.5 million years ago to 66 million years ago. And it ended, according to the theory, with a big meteorite impact that hit planet Earth, and which led to the extinction of the dinosaurs. There are some conflicting or competing theories on that, but that's scope for another video. For 186 million years, the dinosaurs ruled the Earth. So thanks to John Ostrom and his student Robert T. Bakker, these two guys drove the Dinosaur Renaissance. We now know that dinosaurs were perfectly adapted to the environment. The old idea that dinosaurs were slow, stupid, lazy, and their time had gone and they were due for extinction was kicked into touch by Bakker and Ostrom. That expression still exists in English. It's a dinosaur, meaning what's the word? It's ready for extinction, it's useless, it's had its time. And so these creatures were so perfectly adapted to the environment and were highly successful. They were around 186 million years. So Ostrom initially led the charge. He found a fossil of a creature called Deinonychus. Here's my little Deinonychus. I call him Dino. So Deinonychus was a fast, agile raptor with big eyes, a great processing brain, able to take all those visual cues to hunt down prey. So this creature is what led Ostrom and Bakker to revise their thinking on dinosaurs. So Bakker wrote the book, and we'll make another video on Bakker. He called it the Dinosaur Heresies. And he addressed all these myths that had been built around dinosaurs and why they were ready to go extinct. And he shook that whole thing up. And he led this Dinosaur Renaissance along with Ostrom. So well done to those guys. Hats off to Robert T. Bakker, who always wears a big hat, and his boss, his mentor, John Ostrom. And Ostrom also led the charge in terms of working out, although he wasn't the first to put forward the idea, but to lend his weight to the idea that birds were descended from dinosaurs. So this revised thinking led to the Dinosaur Renaissance in the late 1960s. And that dinosaur renaissance has yet to die away. The world gets increasingly mad and focused on dinosaurs. And I'm sure you might have seen Robert T. Bakker on some of those dinosaur documentaries. He's the guy with that big hat. He's quite an old guy now, but he's the big guy. And he questioned everything that had been written about dinosaurs up till then. And thanks to Bakker, we now have Jurassic Park. So some of the first dinosaurs ever found were Herrerasaurus and Eoraptor. Some bones of a creature called Nyasasaurus, found from southern Tanzania, have been found. That might be the oldest dinosaur ever found by at least 10 million years. But I only found a couple of bones, so it's a bit of a mystery, Nyasasaurus. Maybe someone needs to go on an expedition to southern Tanzania again and see what they can find. So age dating of the rocks where Eoraptor and Herrerasaurus were found yields an age of 228 million years. So those are some of the first dinosaurs ever found. And the last dinosaurs to rule the earth were the likes of Tyrannosaurus Rex. Where's my T-Rex? We've seen this guy before, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and his mate, Triceratops. So these guys were some of the last dinosaurs to rule the earth before the great extinction event 66 million years ago. So Eoraptor and Herrerasaurus 228 million years ago to T-Rex and Triceratops, which went extinct 66 million years ago. So that's quite a long run for the dinosaurs. So we mustn't be too cocky as human beings to think that we know all the answers. We've been around maybe some estimates 4 million years. So that's a pretty short run. All right. And what people tend to forget is that here we've got some more dinosaurs, survivors of the end Cretaceous extinction event, the birds going by. What people tend to forget is that there's a greater time period between Eoraptor and Herrerasaurus and T-Rex than there is between T-Rex and us. So that just goes to show how long the Mesozoic actually was and how insignificant we are as humans when you look at it in the context of the broad sweep of geological time. So dinosaurs were fantastic creatures for a whole bunch of reasons, but mostly because they were so huge. But that's not to say that we didn't have small dinosaurs either. But the fact that these things were so large, it really kind of boggles the mind. So the largest dinosaur ever found was believed to be Argentinosaurus, which is a sauropod dinosaur. Where's my Brachiosaurus? All right, so we spoke about sauropods in the last video. This is a sauropod dinosaur. So Argentinosaurus was a sauropod, but it was way bigger than Brachiosaurus. So it's estimated that it ranged from 37 to 40 meters in length. So a football field is 100 meters long. So 40 meters, that's 40% of a football field. And it weighed between 90 and 100 metric tons. So a TLB, a JCB, a mechanical backhoe, that thing weighs 6-7 tons. And so when you think about how big Argentinosaurus, if it's weighing in at 90 to 100 metric tons, well, that's 12, 13 of these TLB, JCB mechanical backhoes all stacked up one on top of another. So that's phenomenally heavy. You get these excavators, that tracked excavators, 20, 30 tons. So an Argentinosaurus was a pretty big creature. But not all dinosaurs were so large. We've already touched on Deinonychus. Where's Dino? Here's Dino. This guy reached a length of 2.5 meters. And Velociraptor mongoliensis wasn't much larger than a modern-day turkey. And these fast, clever raptors hunted in packs, bringing down prey with their slashing claws and razor-sharp teeth. And although dinosaurs were the bosses on land, hey, listen to these birds. They should have been gone to bed now, it's dark. And although the dinosaurs were the bosses on the land, the skies were ruled by the pterosaurs, commonly known as pterodactyls. Pterodactyls is a specific type of pterosaur. And the oceans were patrolled by the plesiosaurs and the ichthyosaurs and those mosasaurs. And so those creatures fitted into all those ecological niches, just as fish and dolphins and sharks swim in the oceans today, and birds dominate the skies, and obviously land animals dominate the land. So don't make the mistake that all the dinosaurs all lived together at the same time. Remember that the Mesozoic lasted for 186 million years. during which time many species of dinosaurs evolved and then went extinct. So we talked about Herrerasaurus and Eoraptor, which were some of the first dinosaurs ever found, and they were found in the Triassic, but they went extinct. And then at the end of the Mesozoic, the end of the rule of the dinosaurs, we had Tyrannosaurus rex and Triceratops and a whole bunch of other dinosaurs. The ones at the start of the Mesozoic went extinct, and new dinosaurs evolved. There's a whole slew of dinosaurs throughout that 186 million years. Dinosaurs came and dinosaurs went. So there wasn't this, so don't have this idea that they all just walked around during the Mesozoic doing all their dinosaur stuff. There was a constant evolution that went on, with new dinosaurs arriving on the scene and the older ones going extinct. And there's a whole passing parade of dinosaurs. So Tyrannosaurus rex, which is featured at the Dinozone Dinosaur Park and Geocenter, that lived during the Cretaceous, which lasted from 145 million years to 66 million years and went extinct along with the other dinosaurs about 66 million years ago. So before that, no T-Rexes existed. However, there were other meat-eating dinosaurs, carnosaurs, that evolved before T-Rex that sat at the top of the food chain, the apex predators. And a good example of that is Allosaurus. So Allosaurus was a large carnosaurian theropod dinosaur that lived 155 million to 145 million years ago during the late Jurassic. And we have a model of an Allosaurus right here at the Dinozone. So come and check him out. So I'm going to run through a bit of a list now. The flagship dinosaurs that we all love so much lived during the following geological periods. So the Triassic, the start of the Mesozoic, and in that period lived Eoraptor, Coelophysis, Herrerasaurus, Thecodontosaurus, Proterosuchus, and Plateosaurus. During the Jurassic, and they were telling you a fib, T-Rex, as we've already seen, didn't live during the Jurassic. So during the Jurassic we had Allosaurus, Apatosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Barosaurus, Camarasaurus, Compsognathus, Diplodocus, Giraffatitan, Yanenskia, Kentrosaurus, Ornitholestes, Stegosaurus, and Ceratopsians. So when I say Ceratopsians, that means things where, like this, Ceratopsians. Triceratops being the best example, fighting it out in the Jurassic. Although I put a qualifier in there because Triceratops lived during the Cretaceous too, and that went extinct as we've seen earlier. He lived along with Tyrannosaurus rex and went extinct at the end of the Cretaceous. But the Ceratopsians started to evolve during the Jurassic. And then the Cretaceous, we had obviously Tyrannosaurus rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, Ankylosaurus, Argentinosaurus, Carcharodontosaurus, see if you can pronounce that, Chasmosaurus, Edmontosaurus, Hadrosaurus, Oviraptor, Parasaurolophus, I keep on hearing different pronunciations, Spinosaurus, and Tarbosaurus. But this, of course, is not an extensive list. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. That was a quick introduction to what the dinosaurs were and when they lived and how they went extinct, and some of those flagship dinosaurs that did their thing during the Mesozoic, as we've seen, divided up into the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. They didn't all live at the same time. They evolved, they went extinct, they evolved, they went extinct, they evolved, they went extinct, and then ultimately they all went extinct when this huge meteorite hit the Earth. All right, so that's going to be, we've got so many videos that we can make here. All right, so we've come so far. Please like this video, please share this video, please subscribe to this video, please hit that notification button. If you don't hit those buttons, a meteorite might hit your house. Kids, if you're watching this thing, go and tell your school teacher to watch these videos. Subscribe to this because I know you're going to be learning about dinosaurs and paleontology and ecology. And they're fantastic lessons to be learned in terms of our human history and our human future. If we understand why things went extinct and the attention that we need to pay from an environmental point of view. Now that we know what the dinosaurs are all about, we're going to make another little video about the first dinosaurs that were ever dug up, not the ones that evolved, who those people were, and how they actually got their name. So there's a guy called Sir Richard Owen who came up with the name dinosaur. And dinosaur means terrible lizard. So it was thanks to Sir Richard Owen from the Natural History Museum in London who came up with this name for dinosaurs, and the world has never been the same. So that's another video. So that's good reason to subscribe and stay tuned to what's going on, because these stories are going to unfold here and you're going to learn so much about dinosaurs, the Mesozoic, the paleontologists who dug them up, the museums in which you find these dinosaurs, and the bone digs and the famous places where these dinosaurs were found. And so we're going on this paleontological journey together, so I can't wait to go adventuring with you. I'm done for this one. We'll see you at the dinosaur park, and if you want to buy some of these dinosaurs, please click on the link below and you'll land up in the Dinozone dinosaur shop and you can take home some of these fantastic creatures. Alright, I'm out of here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.